friends, it's Lori. Welcome back to The Generous Pour, where we're saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into a life we love. It's Saturday, March week number 1, and I have my coffee. The house is quiet, and it finally feels like we made it. January took its sweet time. February flew by, and here we are. Today we're stuffing the wallet, adding to our sinking funds, and then rolling any leftovers into games at the end, which I love to do. And after yesterday's budget with me, I just feel steady, not dramatic, and honestly, it's just a really good feeling, kind of calm energy. If you watched Friday's video, you know this week we had a little bit of everything. Pearl got sick. We pulled 225 from rainy day. We bought a snowblower and unstuffed a home maintenance. Not all of it, but some of it. But everything worked. No scrambling, no stress spiral, no kind of like, how do we handle this? The categories did exactly what I've been building up for them to do. You know, the weekly stuffings, the consistent sort of showing up in your envelopes, understanding where your money actually is. That feels really good. It's about continuing and just kind of moving through things. So this month I'm flying out for Mom's Weekend to my youngest, to see my youngest at college. And I don't know, these weekends feel different now. It's not everyday life anymore. It's intentional time. Planes tickets, dinners out, long walks across campus, you know, tell me everything about what's going on in your day because they're not with us. So budgeting for moments like that, that's my why. That's the reason I do this. It's never really about the envelopes. It's about saying yes to your life and saying yes without hesitation, and understanding what you can and cannot do. And right now, the most important thing for us is to show up for the kids that are, I mean, we just have kids that are in a transition between, you know, being at home and being on their own. And I just want to make sure that I'm showing up in all the ways that I want to show up for them. So anyway, little March CP or weepiness. But anyway, let's stuff for week number 1 and let's grab our cash. So let's count our cash. We are budgeting this week $1,620, and I have my cash planning sheet off to the side. We are a bi-weekly paid family, and if you're a returning subscriber, you know that. If you're new, that's what we are. And so we front load sort of our paycheck weeks a little bit more, and then we let the off weeks sort of handle some of the slower business. So let me grab my calculator because we are working with some prop money this week, $250. So we have, let's go here first. So we have 125, and then we have 25, 20, I have 5 things of 25. So that's 250, and that goes into my emergency fund and my 1 month ahead. So I don't even, I'm not putting cash in there because it just sits until I need it to come out of my high yield savings account. So let's count this. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to grab this. We have when we stuff our games, it's like there's a lot of 10s and 5s and all of that. And then we should have 20 in ones. So 1620 is what we are cash stuffing this week. And I'm going to put my calculator off to the side. I'm going to put that over there. And let's start with, oh shoot, I didn't unstuff my wallet. So hold on a second. Let's put this off to the side. Let's unstuff first. Oh my gosh. This has been a week. Do you guys ever like feel like you're just like in a spiral of craziness? Like you just don't even remember what your name is anymore? That's my week. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put my prop money over here, and then we'll put the money that's left over in my wallet So we unstuffed yesterday in our budget with me. So we have 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. So we have 41 left over in, whoops. So that means we spent 209. And we do, this is my February number 4 because it's from my February 4 cash stuffing. And so that's why it's not March. It doesn't say March. We have $10 left in spending. So that means I spent 65. We didn't spend anything at home. So we have all of that. Do you ever find yourself at the grocery store and you're like, it's between like, you know, something that's like $1 cheaper or, you know, something else. And you're like, I can put that into my savings challenges if I buy the one that's $1 cheaper. Those are the little games I play now. Now that I know that my money can go into my savings challenges, because before it was like, I have it to spend and I spent it and I really didn't even think about it. And now I'm like very intentional. So I have 9. So that means I spent 66. And I think the rest of these are empty because we took our buffer to pay for our dog. So I'll put that off to the side. So we should have, so we spent 30. So we have 0, 0, 0. I like to keep track of my wallet and see what I have left over, because this is a point for me to look at and go, if I'm constantly over in a category or I'm constantly under in a category, I can kind of tweak it. And so I look at my last couple of months and I go, oh, I'm always taking from buffer to give to spending or something. And I either need to adjust my spending or I need to increase my spending. I need to adjust what I'm spending things on, or I need to increase the category, because I don't want to constantly be leaning into my buffer. So anyway, we should have $85 here. And let me just put this together. So these are my 1s, these are my 5s, and these are my 10s. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Yep. So we have $85 going into challenges at the end. And I'm going to actually put this here and move the prop money back. And then I'm going to take this out, and now we can start our cash stuffing. Jeez Louise. Okay, so groceries this week is going to get 220, 30, 40, and 50. It gets $250 every single week. But I like to, let me grab my binder. I like to play in the super spinner. And it's just a little way to save a little extra money, and it actually goes into my savings challenges immediately. So this is really the only game that I play that goes right in immediately. So let's see what we're going to take from our, ooh, 20. Okay. So I will do a 10 and 2 5s and put that right here. So this week in groceries, I have $230. And I'll put this off to the side. And so I have 230 to 2. And I've been leaning a lot into my pantry. It's like, you know, I'm finding things in there. I'm like, okay, what can I make with this? And what can I kind of reinvent? Because now that the boys are not here, I'm like, there's so many things that I either bought that is just sitting there. And so I'm trying to really go into it and eat out of the pantry. So spending is going to get 75. So it's going to get 50, 60, 75. And I also play with that. And with that money, I like to play the Under the Race. And this is from Excess Cash Stuffing. And let me grab my marker, because of course my marker is not right on the top. And we just roll the dice. So we are going to roll a 5. So it's going to be 5 this week. And I think it was supposed to work this way up, and I'm working my way down. I don't know why. That's just my brain. My brain has been literally on, like, I don't even know. I can't even think of what my brain's doing because my brain's not braining. 20 or 50, 70, 85. It's like perimenopause, menopause brain. It is real, ladies. It is real. Okay, so we are going to, so for my spending now for this week, I have 50, 60, 70. So I'm going to actually trade out these two 10s for a 20, just for the games at the end. So I'll put that in there. Home is going to get 25. And home gets 25 every week. This is for everything that we buy in the home, like detergent, toilet paper, paper towels, different things like that. Out and about is going to get 75, so it gets 50, 60, 75. And our last game that we play with is Fill the Dots. This game is really fun, and this is from Dilly Dally Budgets. And we are going to do multiply by 4. Ooh, 20. So that is going to get $20 this week. So let's do orange. Ooh, this one was a big week. So we'll go, put that right there. Getting a lot of like orange. So we have 20 going into this envelope. And you know what I'm going to do? I think I have one more 20 over here. And I'm going to put that in and take these two 10s out. And so now, Fill the Dots 2 has 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, and 116. So we have 116 in this challenge. And this is just from taking money before you spend it. Love doing that. It's one of my favorite things that I do. And so Out and About this week has $55. It's almost like it kind of sets you an extra savings limit before you even proceed. Okay, so now Pearl is going to get her 30. And I am thinking about doing a different envelope for her because this is just food and grooming and sort of her day-to-day stuff. And since she got sick a couple weekends ago, I'm thinking of putting a Pearl envelope in. She's our Siberian Husky in our high priority binder for vet emergencies, different things like that. So I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, so generosity is going to get 10. Again, this is micro giving. This is like treating a friend to coffee or buying a ticket from somebody sitting outside of a store, something like that. And I think I may have already put, yep, so I already filled the track route. Buffer is getting 25, gets 25 every week. And I don't build this category up. This is just it's not a savings buffer. It's just a buffer for my wallet, essentially. And that is going to do it for my wallet. I love, 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 love stuffing my wallet. It just feels like a reset, you know, like it's just feels planned and calm, and I am leaning into calm these days. So let's grab our high priority binder. Actually, let's grab, well, we do have our high priority binder right here, but we're going to stuff our month ahead and our, where is that? I feel so organized usually during the week, and then when I start to film, I'm like, where did I put everything? And so this is my month ahead and my emergency binder. And so what I do is with my prop money is, let's start in the back and we'll put $25 into emergency, and I've already filled out my icons. And so when this thing's filled out, I will have $10,000 in emergency. And so obviously we're not there yet, but I filled out the trackers ahead of time. So I'm putting in 125, which I do every paycheck. So 125, I've transferred that into our high yield savings account. So we have $1,346 in emergency. And then we'll come back over here. I have 5 categories: transportation, insurance, buffer, food and household, and housing and utilities. And every week, every paycheck, it gets 25. And there are categories within those. And so this one is Metro, and we're going to put 25 in. And now this one has 45. And as they become full, I will put a fully funded, if you can see that, a fully funded placeholder inside, just so I know they're done. And as these categories, they're in here as the least amount to the most. And so when the least amount gets filled, the $25 that goes into this envelope will go into the next one. It'll be like literally a snowball. So this one's fully funded. We are working on this one, and I've already filled the tracker out. This is car insurance. It's getting 25. And we have $50 in that envelope, and we need 300. Insurance is expensive. It's crazy. No accidents, no speeding tickets, and our insurance is bananas. 25 is going into buffer, and I'm trying to get a $1,200 into buffer. And now it has 150. Food and household is getting household is getting 25, and we have 150, and so it's got about 2 more stuffs because we've got 150 and I want to have 200, and then that one will be fully funded. And then our last category, which is our most, is our housing and utilities, and we are putting in $25 into trash. How much do you guys pay for trash every month? We pay about $40 a month. Our town does not do it, so it doesn't come out of our taxes or anything like that, but our, so we have to pay for it on our own. It's actually 60. And so now we have 40 in there. It's about $55. It's like, man, all these things add up. Okay, so that is going to do it for our, so now I put in the front of this, binder, all the categories in my month ahead, and so we have $845 in month ahead. I just wanted to be able to look instead of going through every category to see what I had. And so that is going to do it for that binder. So we're done. Emergency fund is done, and I filled out these as well. Rainy day is going to get 25, and rainy day we depleted for our dog. So that's 25 is the only thing that's in there. And I filled out all these trackers. So 50 is going into home maintenance, and that is all that's in home maintenance. I swear this little category is like my hardest working category is my home maintenance. I'm like, man, when you start tracking everything, you're like, I would have been like, all these other things were above it. And I am telling you, home maintenance is the star of the show because it is taken, I feel like there's always something in home maintenance. Yard and garden's getting 20. It only has 20. Health is getting 25. And that has 305. That's why I love keeping these trackers up to date in the back, because I just have to glance at this without pulling everything out, and I know that I have that amount of money in there. So health has 305, and I'm trying to get, in fact, let me show you. I'm trying to, every tracker of mine has my goal. So my medical at 500 will be fully funded, and so we're at 305. So, and that's this category just goes up and down and up and down because everybody uses it for co-pays and different things like that. House deposit for our vacation is going to get 10. Travel and trips is going to get 50. And that one has $1,275. And this is the category that we're going to Iceland in May. And so that's a big family trip. And so I'm trying to fund that. Wellness is going to get 15. And that one has 245 in it. I think I'm going to go get my eyebrows waxed this weekend. Hobbies is going to get 5. And now that one has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Slowly building up my hobbies, which is sort of my cash stuffing. It's going to use that as, you know, my hobbies category. Giving is going to get 25. This one I'm trying to build up. We have $205 now in this. When I get up to about 500, I'll make another donation to my son's Boston Marathon he's running. And that is going to do it for high priority. Now we're going to move into my pretty binder. I call this my pretty. I have 3 boys, and I'm always trying to carve out some sort of little pink corner or some sort of feminine something, and I found my place in my binder. It's like my cute little, I didn't realize how much I was needing all of this. Boys is going to get 20. So each one of them now has 100. And Karen at the Faithful Dash did this, and she was filling this up, and at Thanksgiving would give her kids their envelope just to sort of start the giving season. And I thought that was the sweetest thing I'd ever heard. And so I'm doing that for my boys. And so each of them just got 20, and now each of them has 100 in their envelopes. It's not this big thing. It's just sort of a special extra something for them, unexpected something. So 25, I'm trying to lean into my unexpectedness. I love doing things for people. Birthdays is going to get 25. My middle son, his birthday is at the end of May, or not end of May, end of March. So this one has 230, and my goal is 300. And so that is going to get, that got 25. Gifts is going to get 5. And now that one has 51. I should probably even that out at the next cash stuffing. Celebrate is going to get 5. And now that one has 42. I should probably put in, sometimes I like to look and go 8 or whatever. I don't know how it gets that 1. It's when I take out I do my cash unstuffings. But anyway, seasonal is going to get 20, and that one doesn't have anything. And so that's all that one has. Together is not going to get anything, but it has 0. I need to fill this one up next time. A holiday next, which is St. Patrick's Day, is going to get 40. So now this one has 200. And it's not that I'm spending $200 on St. Patrick's Day. I only fund 2 upcoming holidays because it was getting too many, it was getting to be too many categories in my binder. And so whatever I don't spend in this will move on to the next one. And whatever I don't spend on this will replace it. So Easter will come on deck. And that's just how I've decided to fund my categories. Instead of putting $5 in 12 holidays, I'm just funding 2. Thanksgiving is going to get 10. Thanksgiving is going to get 10. And now that one has 50. And Christmas is going to get 100. And I think I did it in 100. Yep. Okay. So that one's going to get 100. And then that is going to do it for my holiday binder. And then let's move on to the games. And usually I fill these out before, or put the money in before, but I didn't this time. I don't know why I didn't. So games, let's go to 2026. So 2026 gets $150 every week, and so it's going to get 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's count this and make sure it's 150. So it's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So 150, and my 2026 binder is all the money goes to my homemade, or to my, I lost my little tab last time. It goes to my emergency fund and my month ahead. That is one of our main priorities this year. I figured it out at the end of last year when our septic, we had a septic emergency, that those were not funded the way they should be. So I switched some things around. Okay, so my spring binder, which I'm super excited about, is a new binder. I closed down my winter in my reallocation video this week, and I switched to my spring games, and I am super excited because I got some Happy Mail, and it's just super, super fun. And this binder, my spring binder, all the savings goes into, we move it into my sinking funds. Small amounts, nothing dramatic. You know, it's $100 every time I play. But when you zoom out, you realize everything is stronger than it was last month because of my saving games. It's like watering plants. You don't stare at them and see growth, but you keep watering. And one day you look around and you think, oh, it's this big plant now. You don't see it growing, but after a few months, you're like, you know, you're tending to it, really helped it flourish. So my spring binder is going to get 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so let's go 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. And this is just a little oomph into my, oh, this 20 is nasty. You know, it's just the little, sometimes I can't put everything that I want into my sinking funds. And so playing these little games help me do that, kind of replenish those. Because what I do is, when I reallocate at the end of the month, I put a list together of the sinking funds that I think need a little more boost. So travel is going to get 50, 65. Yep. And we play games with this money as well. And it's going to our May trip. And then that is going to do it for this binder. And these are for the games that we play next week. Love playing those games. And then we're going to move on to my 50 envelope. And my 50 envelope, I rolled in my budget with me. I rolled 4 times for the month, and I got a 25, a 42, a 41, and a 15. So my first one, and we're filling in number 11. So let's grab this so we can fill in number 11. And so I don't do the 50 envelope challenge traditional way. What I decided to do is 11. I roll a 50-sided die, and that's what I put in there instead of putting 11, 12, 13. And we got 25 this week, so we'll have 20 and 5. And so I really don't even know what's in this binder, and I'm not going to know what's in this binder until I count it all up. And this tracker right here is from Bethany Budgets. I just thought it was perfect for this. And it's like, I created this binder. I did double-sided, and then I put the 1 and the 2s on each side, and I love it. And so I thought, oh, this is a perfect, this challenge right here is perfect for it. So why do I need to redo it? If it ain't broke, don't fix, right? Okay, my 5K, and I already put, it's going to get 25, and I've already marked off my things because each one of these is worth 10. So we're putting 20 and 5 in. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And this binder is from Iris Budgets. I think she's taking a break right now. And this tracker is from JJ Budgets UK. And this is all going to travel because our travel is expensive, especially when you've got 3 kids, adult kids. Well, almost adultish. They're not little. And this binder is my 10K, and this is going to emergency fund. If you notice, we got a lot of emergency fund areas. And so what I like to do is each one of these is worth 200. And so I keep this tracker up here in the front, and I do 25. And so when I get 200 in here, I'll move it into another envelope, and then I'll be able to cross off another 200. So 20, 40, 50. I love this binder. I made this binder. I watched one of Iris Budget's YouTube videos. And this is my 10K. Okay, and that is going to do it for... Whew, take a deep breath. That is going to do it for my cash stuffing this week. Now let's see if we have, you know, how much we can put into our games, which I love playing in my leftover binder. So we should have 85, but actually we should have more: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I had some 10s in there. So let's count that again. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 105. And that's because we played with those games at the beginning with my money. And this is proof that you don't need big sweeping changes. Just, you know, week after week, this is money that I intentionally did not spend. And that is the only thing that goes into this binder is leftover money. And so when I get to reallocate it, I'm like, this is all the money that I used to just lose. You know, it's like closing the loops. These are week after week loop closing, and it feels amazing. Okay, so we're going to start in here, and I don't think we have any. No, we don't. So we will start from the beginning, and if we can kind of go through if we get to the end, we'll roll the dice and see where we end up to do extra. But we'll do each one of these challenges at least once. Okay, so we are going to roll this one, and this is Leap and Multiply from Essex Cash Stuffing. And this one's going to be 4, so 4 times 3 is 12. And we will put in 12. And so this one saved us 10 or 20, 31, 32, and 33. I love this one. This was a digital download. So this is times 3. Whatever you roll is times 3. Roll and match. And let me grab my pink and purple. So pink, pink, purple. So pink. Let's see here. Pink, pink. And I think this one's this one. Yeah. Sometimes it's like one shade off. And you're like, ooh, that wasn't it. You're like, uh-oh. And this one's getting 10. So this one's 100, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 150. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more left. Put that one in here. This one I replaced last week. And so this one is roll 2 dice. And this one's going to be times. So this one is 5 times 2. Sometimes these can be really bad. and that's going to be 10. And this is Pretty Girls Can Do Math from Bethany Budgets. Oh, and Rolling Matches from The Rocking Witch. I like to make sure everybody gets their credit in case you want to go and get these. I love her challenges. This is one of my favorite challenges. I don't know why. It's because it's cute little cats in pajamas or what, but I love this challenge. Okay, so this one's going to be, we are going to make a, I always try to figure out what kind of color I didn't do yet. So let's do, have we done this? Yeah, we've done this one. Let's do a, let's, oh man, sometimes I don't even know what to do. Let's do another yellow cat. It's like, these are just the cutest, fun games. So we'll do, no, we already did purple. Let's do, do we do teal? Oh man. It's like analysis paralysis. I'm like, let's do this color. Let's see if this works. I'm going to be sad when I'm done with this game, or with this challenge, because I love it so much. We'll make his little feet purple. And we'll put $5 in here. This is Cat's Pajamas from the Ground Budgets. If you want to get their stuff, go over, because I think she's closing up her shop. $55. And she has such cute challenges. Okay, so that's that one. Oh, this is a new one I just got. I had some Happy Mail come from Budget and Bloom. I'm so thrilled. I was so thrilled to get it. So we will do, let's do one of these. It's $2. And then we'll do a green for a shamrock. And I'll put $4 in this one. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this little one in here because it's so cute and it's March. And her challenges are amazing. So we're going to put 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start this challenge off. Each icon is worth 2. Sometimes you got to put some of the low ones in here. That's what I found out. Not all high. Because the high ones can get kind of crazy. And then you just don't feel like you're getting anywhere. Okay, so this is Hugs and Kisses from Studio Budget. And we got a heart. And that one's going to be 5. And this challenge has saved us, let's put those 2 10s back, 15. We have quite a bit of money left over, I think. So we're going to be able to get through this binder again. This is Split Splat Spot from Studio Budgets, which is the one that did the Cat's Pajamas. And I love this challenge because roll a 1 or a 2, and you split the money between this challenge and another challenge. Roll a 3 or 4, and you splat it into this challenge. And then roll a 5 or 6, and you put 5 in this one. So we're going to do 6. So it's going to be $5 into this one. I love this challenge. This was one of my like first ones I ever got. And it's like still growing strong. This one is a new one. This is called Jewels of the Garden, and I am obsessed with it. Look at this big, huge dice. And you roll it, and whatever you roll is the color, the flower that you color. Purple. So purple is right here. And look at these. They're like in these little like, I mean, obsessed. So this one's going to be 4. This is from Budget and Bloom Designs. And so this one's going to get, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do this. So we'll put this in here. And this is number 8. I feel bad covering that because it's just such a pretty challenge. I'll put this one right here. I mean, it feels like I'm going into like my wallet. Like, I love this challenge. Okay, so now we will grab an 8-sided die because I think we're at the end. Yep. And let's see where we go. We're back here. So I'm going to roll this here. And it looks like it's red. So red is this one. Is that red? Or is that orange? No, that's this one. Okay, so this one is going to be, we'll do this one yellow. How pretty is this? And her challenges are just gorgeous. So we will put $2 back and grab a 5. Everything I got, and I ordered a bunch of stuff, is just, the quality is insanity. It's so well made. So Jewels of the Garden, Budget and Bloom, love this one. 7, Split Splat Splat, and we will roll this die. 3, so it's $10 into this challenge. Now it has 15. And that's a splat. Put that right there. Number 4. Here we go. Let's see. 4. Oh, we're going to finish this one. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, no. Let's do an orange. Let's do an orange cat. Orange. And we will make the orange cat's pajamas pink. I love this one. Okay, so we're going to put $5 in. And this one has saved us, let's do the 2 5s. This one has saved us $60. So I'm going to go like this. Love this one. Okay, so I'm going to clear that one off, put this one in the back. That one might come back because I just love it so much. Do you ever have like a challenge where you're just like, that was so much fun to play with? And you're like, I need to keep playing that one. That's how I feel about that one. I don't know if the cats are so cute. I don't have any cats. I've never been a cat person. I'm a dog person. And that's why it's so weird that I love this challenge so much. Here's what I've been thinking about. Financial growth does not usually feel exciting while it's happening. It feels repetitive. It feels ordinary. It feels like, is this even doing anything, until the vet happens, the snowplow happens, till the plane happens. And then you realize everything that I've been doing in this binder, in my binders, it was building the whole time. Like, it feels magical, and you know it's not magical, but it feels magical. Like, I love how it feels. You're just like, what just happened? Okay, let's grab my blue. And we'll do 6 minus 3 is 3. Wow, that's a pretty nice one. So, ooh, I owe this one $1. So I'm gonna have to come back to this one. Or we can play it again. Let's play it again. Just because we're here. 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. All right, that did not work. All right, we'll come back to it, but we owe, I'm just going to put here 1. And then let's, so we have 10, 25. So 4, we don't have 1. 1. Okay, and then this is times 3. So it's going to be 3. Let's see if we have any 1s. Yep, we do. So we'll put a 5 in here. And we can pay ourselves back for the other one. So that's nice. Let's go back to this one. And let's put our 1 in. It's like you're owing yourself. You owe yourself. And then let me grab one of those. Oh, I didn't put my 5. So we'll put that right there. And then let's see where we go next. Ooh, 1 again. So we have enough to play that. 2. So 6. So I'll put that in here. And again, this is from Essex Cash Stuffing. Oh, not that one. 8. Ooh, I love this one. So Jewels of the Garden. And I have to take everything out because it's so pretty. Ooh, so it's this one. So it's going to be $6. And let's do, so that one's pink, yellow. Let's do this one in this one. Like, this is so simple, but so pretty. So we're going to put 6 in here. Gotta make sure I, so we're going to put 6 in. So if I put a 10, so I owe this one $1. So we'll have to come back to this one now. Man. Okay. So this one we owe $1. Oh, we're back. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Back here. So I didn't put that away. No, that wasn't it. Whoops, man, I really messed that one up. I'm going to keep this one out because I don't want to get it all, my envelope all messed up. So we owe this one $6 more. So 5. Okay, so we owe this one. I'm going to take this out, and then this one owes us, we owe $1 back out. So we'll put that one in here. Put this in here. And now we only have 1, 2. So we'll put it in Budget and Bloom. It's a $2. So we have green. We'll do another shamrock. Lucky Clover. This one's so cute. Budget and Bloom. You're going to see some of her stuff come up in my binders because I got a bunch of stuff from her. How pretty is that? Can you see it? So pretty. Okay, so the last $2 goes in here, and that's it. I am ready for open windows, longer evenings, that first warm day where the air feels different. March already feels like a fresh page. I'm rebuilding my rainy day. We're strengthening my home binder. We're planning meaningful trips. It feels like we're kind of turning the corner. The days are getting longer, and I am here for it. I was, a couple days ago, took a gardening class, and we made these little succulents in a teacup. And just being in the greenhouse was the smell, the earth, it just felt like spring was coming, and I just needed that moment. So anyway, if you're here showing up, budget, doing your budget week after week, I hope you're proud of yourself, because this is how everything grows. This is how, you go in one day and you're like, wow, this is amazing. You made it through. It's like we're kind of coming out from our hibernation, and it feels really good. But anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, keep saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into a life you love. Happy Saturday, everybody, and thanks for watching.